And in the third quarter, I guess the headline was, Book gets a soft ejection. Pause. Now, I know Twitter, everybody was complaining about it, right? Like, you can't throw him out on this. And what is this, right? The game already had kind of lost its appeal considering who was out. They throw him out, and he wasn't being very demonstrative. Listen to Monte Williams and what he had to say, though, post-game.
I saw talking, I saw back and forth, and to be honest with you, I didn't need an explanation. You know, for us to be the team that we need to be, can be, we got to be able to handle those moments even when they don't go our way. And that's what I had to do. I had to move on and get Cam Johnson into the game and go to the next play.
Shaquille O'Neal thought he should have stood up for Devin Booker. I disagree. I completely disagree with that. I think this is the exact mentality and tone, if you're Monte Williams, that you want to take with this young team. As much as this is a players' league, these coaches, they get in trouble trying to be the players' friends. I think it's a big problem. Here, listen to Shaq. This is the context of this is they're talking about the Lloyd Pierce firing and now Nate McMillan coming into Atlanta.
I want to say it's about coaches. When you're real competitive and you're real players and you know you run the locker room, like Candace, D-Way, and myself, we don't rely on coaches. They're going to call their plays and keep everybody involved, but we don't rely on their plays. You know how many times me and D-Wade broke plays? Man, we're not doing that. Throw it to me, they're going to double. You go to the corner, Posey. When they rotate to him, you're going to be wide open. I'm not. So, you know, coaches, they do the X and O's, they keep the team together, but when you running the team, I don't listen. When I was in charge, I'm not listening to none of that. Anyway, I'm going to do it how I want to do it. I got to make sure everybody involved, I know what's going on. So, but, you know, coaches get a lot of credit and they also get a lot of blame. It was definitely unfortunate, but in this business, at some point, it has to be about winning.
So Nate McMillan in his coaching debut last night, the Hawks go out and beat a Jimmy-less Miami Heat team. But go take a look at the box scores. Go look at the highlights of that game. What did you notice about this young Hawks team? It was a share-the-ball team offense. Trae Young, 12 shots. John Collins, 12 shots. Herter, 13. Capella, 10. I have a feeling Nate is going to get them cooking, man. And here's how I feel about this with the NBA. It's a fine line, man. It's a balancing act, and it's dynamic. But you cannot be an unknown players coach. Lloyd Pierce has been around the league. He played overseas. He doesn't have the clout Nate McMillan does. And I think Lloyd tried to be tough. But it's a balancing act with the young team, right? From the outside looking in, it seemed like Trae wasn't having it. It would have been a lot easier on Lloyd Pierce to be tough if Trae would have been more coachable. You bring in Nate McMillan, and he is an OG to these kids. He has instant authority the moment he walks in that locker room. So he doesn't have to have a hard hand. It's much easier for a guy with Nate's clout to balance the act of building these players up and tearing them down when they need to be. But if you're a coach who can't instantly command the respect of a locker room through what you've done in the past or who you are, you can't be a player's coach. You can't be. At least not with a young team. But then again, it's such a players' league, man. So it's a predicament. It's a predicament. But that's my feeling on it. If you're going to go out, if you get an opportunity, if Lloyd Pierce gets another opportunity, it's got to be my way or the highway. Don't yield to the stars and hope it works out. Hope they yield to you or it's not for you, if that makes sense.